So a couple of things. I watched the news yesterday, and I just want to lead off our news segment with what was inundating everything yesterday was COVID. I mean, it didn't matter. I watched the national news, and 15 minutes of the national news, they were talking about COVID. So I think it's relevant that we continue to mention it. I think it's relevant that we continue to talk about it and warn everybody about it. They believe that yesterday was the second highest day ever recorded with a number of cases, and they believe that today will surpass that, and they think it will be the highest day of recorded number of cases ever. Until we get a good hold on this thing and we get past this holiday season where people gather, I think we're going to be in for a little bit of a ride. OIDA president was asked to join the president's task force on the trucking industry and its change. And the only reason I bring it up is that it was very interesting for us because he said in his statement, he stated his focus is on keeping drivers behind the wheel, not necessarily just bringing people in, but finding better ways to keep them behind the wheel. And he said his main concern was it's very important to get paid for detention and to find ways that drivers can get paid for detention. And you know what? The only reason I bring that up, that hasn't been resolved. I think that is something that needs to be addressed. I do believe drivers need to be paid for their detention. I do believe their time is valuable. Yep. And to do so, I think it's very important that, whoever, I don't care. If anybody will listen, I'm good. If anybody will find a way to listen about what he's saying, because we've been touting this for years, right? Yeah. I don't think it's never stopped. There was some sad news yesterday. I want to report John Madden passed away at 85. There's so many things here about John Madden. And he led the Raiders to a Super Bowl. Yes. He also has one of the highest percentage of winning percentages in all coaches, above 100 games in the NFL. Or actually, he has the highest, I think. And he also was a great partner over the years in the broadcast booth, giving John Madden color and commentary, made everything very simple. John Madden didn't fly at all. He drove around the country in a bus to all those games all over the United States. So he had to travel a great deal. He actually has a lot of miles under him riding in that bus, tour bus, around the country. Now, there's other people that he worked with in the booth. They all flew. they were there early. Or they would just get there later. But he basically had a tour bus. Speaking of video games, Tesla has just announced that they're no longer going to allow their video game to the in-car. What's it called? It's called it's called passenger play, and they're no longer going to allow passenger play to be played on the screen while driving because there's no way to stop the person driving from playing the game. And I don't know if y'all have seen the Tesla inside the Teslas. That screen is like is huge. All right, what kind of videos we got?
Take a look.
Wow, great speed, great spacing here between you and I can't even see what kind of car that is in my lane all the way up in the front.
Be patient, keep that speed and space. Even if that vehicle is going to turn off, with this turn signal on, still have to keep the space there. We cannot be following this close because if that vehicle doesn't have brake lights and stops suddenly, we're all over its back end. We're up into it. So.
I'm going to say, and I'm just typically going to tell you that most of the time with these U-Hauls and these trailers that they're pulling, they aren't experienced drivers. You're not talking about somebody that knows what it means to pull a trailer with the minivan or whatever that is there, the SUV pulling that trailer. I'm not saying that it's unsafe. What I'm saying is their experience level is not there. We continue to look at the videos and we continue to share the videos. It's a learning experience, right? It's an opportunity to take a look and flash back and look at ourselves and give us the chance to make changes, give us the chance to do something different today that maybe we didn't see. If you can gain anything from these videos and you can continue to watch these videos and continue to understand how important they are in what we do. We're watching tape, guys. We're being the professionals. We're watching tape and we're trying to find a better way to do it out there on the road each and every day.